Okay, so you guys have sent in like a ton of articles about the Lincoln lawyer.
A mountain, you said.
Yeah, a mountain of articles. And they're all about this new case, right? And
This season in general, too.
yeah, this season sounds wild. So we obviously need to dive into this new case Mickey Holler's got himself into.
Right, let's get into it. The big thing that stuck out to me, well, there's two things. But first off, this case is personal for Mickey, like way more than usual.
Oh, for sure.
So his client this time, Julian Lacoste, he's accused of murdering this woman, Gloria Dayton.
And Gloria, she wasn't just some random client.
Exactly. This is someone Mickey knew, someone he cared about. I mean, we have that quote from the executive producer, right? Gloria was, and I quote, somebody he really cared about and believed that he had helped in some way.
Yeah, and then she ends up murdered. I mean, how could that not mess with you? Imagine being Mickey in that courtroom, looking at your client, knowing they might have hurt someone you, like, genuinely cared about.
Right. Huge conflict of interest there,
Yeah.
potentially. I mean, think about it. On the one hand, you're a defense attorney. You have to defend your client no matter what.
Right, right. That's like the law.
Exactly. But then there's this other side, the human side. Where do you draw the line between your job and your personal feelings? That's got to weigh on you. It really makes you think about the ethical lines lawyers have to walk every day.
It's like, can you even truly separate those things, the personal, the professional, all of it?
Exactly. And it gets even more complex. Remember that other thing I mentioned?
Oh, right. There's something bigger going on.
Right.
This whole conspiracy angle.
Exactly. This case isn't just about some personal vendetta. The executive producer even said something like, the level of conspiracy and shady things that Mickey has to get to the bottom of to solve this case are as or darker than they've ever been.
Dude, darker than they've ever been? What does that even mean?
Right. Like, how much darker can you get?
Yeah.
That has me seriously intrigued. It's giving, I don't know, corporate espionage, hidden identities, maybe even organized crime.
Ooh, organized crime. Okay, now we're talking.
Right. And it gets me thinking about other shows that nail this kind of suspense. Like, remember Damages? All those corporate cover-ups and power plays?
Oh, yeah.
Or even The Night Of, how that case just kept unraveling layer by layer.
Oh, man, that show was intense.
Right. So if this season is even darker...
We are in for a wild ride, my friend.
No kidding. And the thing is, some fans might already have an idea of what's coming next. Remember, this is all based on Michael Connelly's books.
Oh, right, the books.
So the people who've read them, they might be a step ahead.
That makes me wonder, how good of a job has the show done sticking to the book so far?
That's the eternal question with adaptations, right? How do you keep the book fans happy, but also make it fresh for people who are only watching the show?
It's like walking a tightrope.
Totally. But they've done a decent job so far, I think.
Yeah.
Remember how they brought in Mickey's Lincoln in the first season?
Oh, yeah, iconic.
Right. And it totally fits with the books, but they made it work for TV, so it seems like they get what fans want. And that quote in the article about how they want to satisfy and surprise, that gives me hope.
Me too.
They know they have a dedicated fan base, but they also want to blow us away. So they have to strike that balance.
Okay, so let's recap this case. Total pressure cooker for Mickey, right? It's personal, it's messing with his morals, and on top of that, there's a massive conspiracy brewing in the background.
It's going to be a wild ride. And we didn't even get into the whole question of, can Mickey actually defend his client? Knowing what he knows about Gloria and with this whole conspiracy thing looming, can he even compartmentalize that?
Right, and what's the truth, and how much will it cost Mickey to uncover it?
I guess we'll have to watch and find out.
That's right. Make sure to tune in and then come back here to let us know your theories.